One of the best times you can have on your bike is when you go ride a new ride, go see new things and explore. But I wanted to plan out some rides recently and navigate them using GPS on my phone, and there was surprisingly little information out there telling you the best way to do it, especially for people on motorcycles where there's extra considerations. You have phone mounts, gloves, you're concentrating on your riding. It's not as simple to interact with navigation, so you want to be on top of this even more. You don't want to be continually stopping just to get to the next spot. And GPS, of course, is critical because not only will it get you there, but when you see something interesting that catches your attention that wasn't on your route, you can leave your planned path and still get back to where you were before. Not to mention the ease of locating gas, food, and anything else you may need when you're out there riding. Taking all this into consideration, we're going to look at how to plan your ride, but also how to adjust and how to recover from any issues you may have, such as change in routes or app navigation loss. Unsurprisingly, Google Maps is going to be your weapon of choice, and waypoints and places of interest are going to be your friend. Planning your route is better on your computer with a bigger screen. You can do all this on your phone, but it just isn't as easy. Let's look at a recent ride I did on some roads outside of Salt Lake City, heading up through the mountains and into the ski resorts near Ogden. We want to go the back way, so let's enter some waypoints. We're going to start at the hotel. Then we're going to go to Emigration Canyon. To go to East Canyon Reservoir. Big Mountain Pass, Wolf Creek, Milton Park, Ogden Valley, and then we're going to return directly to the hotel. As you can see, you can move the locations around so you have the optimal route, and you can also play around with the options available, such as avoiding highways and tolls, although I've found this does produce some fairly inconsistent results. Once you are happy, you can send them to your phone or email. Personally, I like to share them via email as I often have multiple routes planned, and the title of the email makes it clear which route is included and therefore easier to find when I'm looking for it. Okay. We've got the route to the phone, so let's switch over and see how that looks. Open the email or text, click on the link, and the route will load up in Google Maps. You can see and expand your stops here. Press start, and you'll be on your way. I guarantee there are people out there watching this saying, but Google Maps acts really weirdly if you lose the route with the wrong click, or you close the app accidentally, or your phone resets, or some phone call comes in, or some other issue. And they are quite correct. So let's get to the good stuff to discuss how we deal with that. Remember, if you mess up anything, it is easy as clicking on the route link again to reset back to the original route. So let's click here, look at the route and waypoints. There are two very important things you need to know to make everything simple. One, you can move items in this list. For example, what happened with this ride is that when I got to Wolf Creek, I decided to go back the way I came. It was just so beautiful. So it's easy enough to just change the order of waypoints to create a new route. There was also some construction around Milton, so I removed that waypoint and Google routed me a different way. Or I could have added an additional waypoint if I so wanted. Second, and this is important because you'll find yourself losing your current route, you can always add my location as one of the steps. Let's say we lost our Google Maps navigation or route on the way to Big Mountain Pass. Well, what we can do is we can reload the map from the original link, delete the waypoints you've already visited, and make the starting point your location by adding it as a stop. Now when you start, it will simply route you to your first waypoint and back onto your route. Simple as that. Last hint, GPS navigation eats through your phone battery. So unless you have a phone charger on your bike, turning off the screen when you have a few miles until your next turn isn't a bad idea and will help the phone last throughout your ride, especially if you're out all day. And there you have it. I hope the lessons I learned the hard way make it easier for you when you plan your next ride. If you like this content, like and subscribe and help the channel. If you have any tips on how you navigate, put them in the comments. For me, it's time to load up a route, get on my bike, and go explore.